Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I have a very exciting video for you today. It is a get ready with me / tutorial. I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I don't really want to call it a tutorial, but it's on this new Alice Through the Looking Glass palette, which I am absolutely in love with. This is from Urban Decay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the tutorial for you. It's not just the eye look, I actually did the whole face, but I'll do that for you, and then at the end I will come back and give you like more updated reviews and thoughts on the palette, because I did do a first impressions video, but it wasn't really a review because I had like literally just picked it up. So if you want the tutorial, go ahead and keep watching, and then I will give my full-on review at the end. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do just kind of a natural look today, and this is gonna be full face. Get ready with me. So let's get started. I'm going to begin with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in green. Just put that on the red spots and the places that tend to get red. I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend it all in. Okay, so you might still see like a green tint on my face, but that's okay. I'm going to cover it up with other products. So next, I'm actually going to go in with this sample. This is the Urban Decay One and Done. So I'm just going to pour a little bit on the back of my hand. Put it on my beauty blender. So next I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Finishing Powder in my shade, which is Fair Cool. And I'm just going to dust that all over my face. Just kind of use it as a setting and then also to give myself more coverage. And this is the Urban Decay powder brush. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they still have it, but I bought it years ago when I first started using Urban Decay. Okay, next I'm gonna do brows with my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani brow box, which I believe you can still find on sale for I think it's $15, which is like 50% off. First I put on the wax, and then I'll put on the powder. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX Control Freak Brow Gel just to set that. The wax in the Urban Decay Brow Box really does like grab onto the powders, but it doesn't make it stay all day. You still need a gel. I feel, at least I do, or like half of my brow will come off during the day. Okay, so not complexion completely is done, but the base is done. Now I'm going to go ahead and do eyes, and then I'll finish off with some blush and bronzer and highlighter and all that good stuff. So first, I always go in with a primer. My favorite at the moment is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. This is a very nice opaque eyeshadow primer that kind of balances out those, you know, blue and green spots on your eyes. Okay, now it is time for the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. I am in love with this palette. I actually love it so much more than I expected to. I have played with this all week. I have used every single color in the palette. I have loved every look I've come up with. This palette is just, I'm surprised at how much I love it. Today I'm just gonna do like a more neutral look. I'm not sure what colors I'm gonna do yet, so let's figure it out together. Okay, I'm gonna start out with this shade, which is Lily. It's a slightly shimmery kind of, it's like an iridescent shade. It has like a pink, blue, purple shift. It looks really similar to Aura from the Glinda palette, which was a limited edition Disney Urban Decay palette a couple years ago. I think that they made it into like an actual like permanent shade in that their permanent eyeshadow line, so I do really like this color. It's really pretty. It's not exactly the same because that Aura shade was like a bluish iridescent and then like a pinkish purplish iridescent, and when you mix them together, this Lily color I feel like is what they look like. It looks like more like just kind of an off-white in the pan, but it's this like gorgeous iridescent shade that you wouldn't expect from it. So really like this. And with these like lighter shades, I always just go from the inner corner up under the brow. Okay, for my lid shade, I'm gonna go in with Duchess, which is the second one in the Murana column. I absolutely love this shade. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Dormouse into the crease. This is not a matte, but I mean, it does have like little teeny glitter in it, which you probably can't see. My lighting is terrible today. It has been rainy for like over a week, so I'm just not getting good lighting, but oh well. It has really nice pigmentation, and it feels almost like a matte. It's more of a satin, but that's what it looks like. Let's swatch on my hand. Okay, next, I really want to bring some light, so I'm going to take this Royal Flush. It's a little bit more of a gritty shade, but it's not bad. Like, compared to what normally you get at least a couple of shades that have like poor pigmentation or a lot of fallout or things like that. I haven't noticed any like severe fallout with this palette, which is awesome. Okay, to bring in a little bit more color, I'm going to go ahead and take this Cake shade from the Mad Hatter row. And I'm sorry, I didn't tell you where I'm putting it. I'm just putting it on the outer V of my eye. Don't worry, I know it's not blended. We're going to blend that out. Okay, to darken it up a little bit, I'm going to take the Gone Mad shade and then kind of mix that also on the outer corner. Okay, I'm well aware that this looks crazy right now, but we are going to blend it out with the fluffy blending brush. This is the one that I like to use. It is from It Cosmetics. I'm just blending the outer corner and then into the crease. These shadows are so blendable. Oh my gosh, I love them. Okay, and then I like to clean up with the Q-tip, so I will be right back. Okay, and I'm all about like maximizing the colors in this palette. I know I said I was gonna do like this neutral, natural look, but you know, sometimes when you're playing with makeup and you have free time, you don't follow your plans. So I'm gonna go in. What should I go in with, you guys? Should I do Metamorphosis or Heads Will Roll? I think this is like my favorite color of all time. Like that just perfect periwinkle blue is so pretty. Ugh, or cornflower blue. I don't know what the difference. What's the difference between periwinkle and cornflower? I'm putting this on the lower lash line, just kind of smudging it out. It does look a little crazy right now, but part of that is because I have blonde eyelashes and I don't have mascara on yet and I don't have eyeliner on yet, so I will put that on. First I have to choose which one. Okay, so I have decided on my eyeliners. I like to kind of do two different colors. So on the top, I'm going to do Tornado in the 24/7 Glide On pencil from Urban Decay. And then on the bottom, to kind of go with that blue shade, the Metamorphosis shade, I'm going to use Chaos, also from the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil line. Okay, all of the eyeliner is done. Now I need to put on mascara. I'm going to go ahead and use this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This came in the Naked on the Run kit, and I've actually really been loving this mascara. I've gotten samples of it in the past, and I wasn't really into it, but I just started using this maybe about a month and a half ago, and I really like it. Okay, mascara is done. Now we're going to finish the look. I'm going to use my only Urban Decay blush. This is the Naked Flushed palette in Streak. It's kind of a corally, like pink shade, and then nice bronzer and highlighter. I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush and just do the bronzer shade like all over my face. I really have been more about the bronzer the past like 3 weeks or so, and just not really, or maybe even month, like just not really doing much of a contour. I don't know, I just haven't been into that. Okay, now this isn't my favorite bronzer, but it's Urban Decay, and I really was trying to stick mostly to the Urban Decay brand in this Get Ready With Me tutorial thing. So, yeah. Anyway, this is probably my least used blush palette that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the cheek color. I do love the formula of Urban Decay blushes and highlights and all of that good stuff. But I think that I just kind of chose the wrong like color palette for myself. I feel like I went a little ham on my blush and bronzer there, so I'm going to just blend it out. Maybe it's just the lighting. I think it's just the lighting that makes it look like that. But yeah, the bronzer really is a bit orange for my skin tone. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with the highlight in Aura from their new like summer 2016 line. Use my blush brush from Tarte for this. Last thing is lips. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Sheer Revolution lipstick in Liar. That is what it looks like. These are on sale for 50% off, 11 bucks right now. So there you have it, the completed look from the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. I will be back in just a minute to give you my final thoughts. Hi guys, I am back. I just want to kind of give you my like updated review. I didn't really do a review. It was more of a first impressions video before, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit more information since I have been using this palette for a while, well, for a week now. This, you know, of course the packaging is beautiful. It is a bit bulky, but I actually really like that because it reminds me of my very first Urban Decay palette, which was the Book of Shadows Volume 2. This is actually a little bit smaller than that, which I like. And then I noticed this detail of the Urban Decay and then the Alice Through the Looking Glass on the spine. So it looks kind of like the spine of a book, which I think is really cool. And then, of course, you know, this kaleidoscopy packaging, really pretty. And I really like that you can pull out the palette. It's lightweight, it's easy to hold and to work with, even though, you know, it doesn't have a mirror attached, it's a little bit bulky. I actually think this is easier to work with than the Vice 4 palette, which is, you know, that real nice thin packaging, but because it doesn't have a mirror and because it's cardboard, so it's lightweight, it's just easier to hold. So I'm actually really, really liking the packaging of this. So I do want to talk a little bit about the shades in the palette. I do really love them all. I think you can do a great smoky look with the Time column. I think you can do a great natural like work look with the Alice column, also with the Marana column. And then if you want to go a little bit crazy with your colors, of course you have the Mad Hatter column that's got your bright green and your, you know, your bright orange and your bright pink shade. Those are all, you know, beautiful. And then of course the Erasabeth column as well has some really beautiful shades. I mean, I know that I have a swatch video already, but they're just so pretty. And I really love this like Mad Hatter, like orange shade, this Kingdom shade from the Duchess. The Marana column is gorgeous. The Duchess shade is one of my favorites. So pretty. There's just, they're wonderful. They don't have a ton of fallout. You have 4 mattes in here, which is really nice. You've got, let's see, you have Looking Glass, that's a matte, like a matte light pink, which is almost the same color as my skin, so it really doesn't show up on me, but it'll probably show up on most people. This beautiful like peachy matte called Reflection. And then you also have Chessboard, which is a nice warm brown matte. And then you also have Bandersnatch, which is a dark blue matte. And I really feel like all of the colors work really well. They blend just beautifully. And because of how they blend, I feel like they're all wearable shades for that reason alone. So overall, I think this is a great palette. It's very versatile. If you're interested in getting into color, I think this is a really great palette to play with. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I just don't really gravitate towards colors, but lately I've been buying palettes and things with more color, and I've really been enjoying just like playing with those colors. Like, I used this, you know, orange and this cake shade together, and they were gorgeous with the green underneath, and I just loved that. So I'm just really loving this whole palette. It is expensive at $60, but if you break it down, that's $3 a shadow. Their normal shadows, you know, I mean, you get a full pan, but their normal shadows are like, I don't know, somewhere between $18 and $20, I think. So I think that it's a pretty good value. Plus, of course, it's a collector's item. The only thing that I personally don't like about the palette is the brush. It's the same kind of dual-ended brush that comes with the Vice 4, well, all of the Vice palettes, I think. It just feels like it's soft, but it feels kind of cheap, and I feel like it doesn't really put on the shadows evenly. I know some people like these brushes. Just for me, they don't work. I like a fluffier, rounder kind of brush. So I don't love these, but it is really pretty with the detailing on there. You know, I'll keep it. I'm just not going to use it because I have regular brushes that I like better. I do love the brushes from the Naked palettes, just not from Vice and not from this one. So overall, I think this is a wonderful palette. I think that it has your neutral shades, it has your colors. The shadows perform really well. They last a long time. So I do really like this palette, and I hope that you have the opportunity to get your hands on it. And I would love to see your reviews or your looks that you do with this palette. If there are any colors in here that you would be interested in seeing like a tutorial or get ready with me on, please let me know. I would be happy to do that for you. And I'll try to film on a day when the sun is out. If the sun ever comes out here, I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.